Hey, welcome back to the X-Archis. If you are here to make this photorealistic house design, then you are at the right place. However, this is the second part of this tutorial series and we are in the middle of modeling the house. So if you haven't watched the first part, you can click the link shown in the top right corner of the video to check that out. Now wait a minute, we were here, not here, right? I have modeled this dormer off screen because it is so similar to the main house. Anyway, if you watched the previous video, you should be able to do that on your own. Place your dormer almost at the center when you look from front elevation. So, first in this video, I'm going to make the main entrance to the house. Duplicate this cube right here. Blender seems kinda stuttery, so let me disable the Boolean modifier. Let's find our newest cube now. There it is. Let's rotate it like this and bring it where we want it to be. Bring it towards y-axis a bit so it cuts that wall perfectly. There we go. Go to the front view to place it exactly where we want it to be. It seems our entrance is too narrow to my liking. 2.5 meters would be better. Bring back the Boolean modifier to see whether everything is alright. Everything seems alright. Alrighty. Next step is modeling the porch. Let's begin with the cube. Adjust the size like so. Let's bring the cube near this longer wall like this. What I'll do is extruding it a couple of times and adding loop cuts so I would get a nice little porch. This is too wide. Let's narrow it down a bit. I'm going to extrude this down a bit to make it a wider column. So let's change its Y dimension also. Go to the edit mode. Hit Ctrl+R to add the loop cut. Scroll the scroll wheel to make it 2 loop cuts or change it like this. Click while holding the Alt key to select the whole loop cut like this and double G to slide it on the surface. Select this face and extrude like so. Let's select these two faces. Go to the plan view, extrude them like this. Let's extrude this face to make it a column. .5 meters will be enough. The next step would be to make the slab. Add the horizontal loop cut this way. Add another loop cut like this to make the front facing wall. Let's select all of these faces. Go to the front view to get a better view. And then extrude like so. Go to the object mode by pressing tab. Right now we only have half of the porch. Let's fix that. Go to the modifiers over here and choose the mirror modifier. That is not what we wanted. Hit tab to go to the edit mode. Hit G and move it along x-axis. Now click when it feels right to you. Check this clipping option in mirror modifier properties right here. Now press G and X to move it along the x-axis. Let's see. Seems alright. We want to place this porch aligning with the entrance, so I will go to the front view and move it along x-axis. This porch should be a bit wider. Go to the wireframe mode, then the edit mode. Move the selected part along x-axis. That seems about right. Let's see through the camera too. Only a slight problem here. The deck seems a bit smaller than it is supposed to be. Select that face in the edit mode and move it along the y-axis. That's about it. Next up is modeling that extruded thingy. By the way, when I initially designed it, this wasn't there, but the design seemed so symmetrical, so I thought of adding something to make it asymmetrical. Anyway, the house seems too short in length for this extruded thingy. So I'll scale this along x-axis a bit. But don't go too far, because you will ruin the look of your roofing sheet if you overdo this. Oh shoot, I forgot to select the slab when scaling the house. Let's adjust its position like so. Let's enlarge the deck like this. Now everything looks fine except this mess on the back of our house. Now select the house, go to edit mode. Select these faces and move them along the x-axis like this. Let's see inside the house too. Inside seems okay. Now let's get on with modeling the kitchen. I have planned this to be the kitchen, so I'll call it kitchen from now on. Select these faces of the gutter. It is easier to select these in plan view and in the X-ray mode. Delete the selected faces. By the way, this will be the width of our kitchen. Now select these edges in the edge select mode. Let's unselect these. Let's select these two edges also. Now we can extrude it like so. I have selected this particular length so it matches the slope of our roof. Here, if you select another slope, it would be visible in the final design due to lighting. This seems too low, let's raise it a bit. I have to move it along the y-axis proportionately to match the roof slopes. Edge of the previous extrusion doesn't have faces. Let's select these vertices, 4 vertices at a time, and hit F. There is one hidden face right here. Let's select these 4 vertices and hit F. If you don't select the correct vertices, you might end up with something which is not planar. So be careful when you are selecting 4 vertices. Now select all of these faces and make the new gutter here. We are going to add some detail by extruding them a bit like this. Now select these faces on the bottom of the gutter. Now hit Ctrl+7 in the number pad. Hit slash to isolate the house. Now you can select these faces easily like this. Hit E and extrude like so. Now the gutter is all done. Now we are going to model the walls. We have to select these faces like this and extrude so we get a thickness for the wall. Now select these faces and extrude. I'm going to add the loop cut like this so I would have a reasonable face to extrude for the walls. Select these faces and extrude this way. Now select the slanted surface and hit E to extrude. Don't let it extrude on the default direction. Hit Z to redirect it. Hit S, Z and then 0. That should do it. Let's move it a bit downwards so it touches this beam. Hit slash to bring our house to the scene. Let's do something fun now, shall we? Hit Shift A, go to the mesh, archipack, windows, and select this first option. You can select whichever one you want. This would be my entrance. Let's place it right here where we want it to be. Go over here. I really don't know what we call this thing here. Go to archipack so you can tweak the values here. By the way, if someone knows the name of this section, comment down below so I would know. 2.4 seems to be better here. Let's change the width also. It would be better if you can follow architectural magazines, so you will be up to date with the newest architectural trends. Let's duplicate this window right here. This is for our balcony. This cut in the wall seems to be too high. Let's select it and move downwards a bit. That should do it. Other two windows also facing a similar problem here. I'm going to change the height here. Move them a bit downwards too. These two are not matching perfectly with the other cube, but I'm going to go with this for now. Now I'm going to add an entrance to the kitchen. Since the inside of our kitchen will be visible in our design, it is better to do so. So let's place this cube right here. It is a cuboid, isn't it? I've been calling this object a cube the whole time, aren't I? Let's bring the Boolean modifier to see if everything looks the way it is supposed to. Oh, something is wrong with this window up here. I guess I have only copied the window frame previously. Let me fix that quickly. That looks okay now. Let's set the windows to this side also. Duplicate this full window and bring it here. I'll be adding elements such as bevels to make this photorealistic in the future parts of this video series. Change these dimensions as required. Let's bring it closer to this wall. By the way, let's change this window a bit because I don't like the way it is right now. Isolate the window by hitting the slash, go to edit mode and select these faces and delete these vertices on the vertex select mode. I found the face deleting might not work for this for some reason. If you know why that is, let me know in the comments down below. Let's bring this to our scene. What just happened? I have moved the window down so I can select everything. Bring it upwards after selecting. I'm going to duplicate this quickly for other window locations also. I have added chapters so you can skip any chapter if you want. Let's do the same for the dormer window too. I'll add a separate window for this. I only need the glass panel here, so I'll delete the rest. Now our house model is basically complete. I'll be modeling the environment in the next video. If you guys have any questions, please comment down below so I can answer them. And if you enjoyed this video, hit thumbs up and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next part. Until next time, bye.